Welcome back to the Lights Out podcast, bedtime stories for boys and girls around the world. Good evening, boys and girls. Are you ready for bed? Are you all snuggled up and ready for another Lights Out bedtime story? Good, because you're in for a treat tonight. We are on a roll here. We have chapter 16 of Fing by David Williams, and tonight's chapter is called Suspicious Droppings. Who was that phantom custard cream thief? There may have been no custard cream biscuits left in the tin, but there was a suspicious trail of streaming droppings leading from it. Droppings that looked strangely custardy and creamy. The droppings led all the way from the clearing through some very jungly parts of the deepest, darkest, jungliest jungle to the mouth of a cave. Mr. Meek grimaced. Oh no. He was afraid of the dark. Going down into the vaults of the library was bad enough, but this was infinitely more terrifying. There was a long list of things that gave him the willies. And this is the list. Things that give Mr. Meek the willies. Washing up gloves, Brussels sprouts, vending machines, whisks, umbrellas, clowns, brown bananas, stair lifts, coffee-flavored chocolates, pips, darts players, balloon animals, bubble wrap, lampshades, walk-in baths, licorice, me too, men with hairy toes, women with hairy toes, anyone with the name Colin. Oh my gosh. The list goes on. Keeping in mind his daughter's fury if he didn't return home with a thing, Mr. Meek took a deep breath and stepped inside the dark, damp cave. His footsteps echoed in the blackness. Shunt, 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 shunt. Hello, he called out. Hello, a voice came back. The man was spooked out of his skin. To hide his fear, Mr. Meek put on his bravest, boomiest voice. Who's there? He demanded. Who's there? Was the defiant reply. I asked first. No, you didn't. I did. No, you didn't. I did. You're being ridiculous, he shouted into the darkest darkness. You're being ridiculous, came the reply. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Show yourself. Show yourself. You go first. You go first. Stop repeating everything I say. Stop repeating everything I say. Hang on. Am I talking to my own echoes? There was a silence for a moment before Mr. Meek's voice bounced back. Yes. Now, he was seriously spooked. Father fumbled in what was left of his pocket for a box of matches. Trembling, he lit one. Strike fizz. With the flicker of light from the match, he searched out the darkest corners of the cave. Something was moving. Something small. Something furry. Something fingy. What could it be? That's the end of chapter 16 of Fing by David Williams. Suspicious Droppings. Here on the Lights Out podcast. Bedtime stories for boys and girls and fingy things around the world. Good night. Good night.